Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen with Elemental Designs, and I'm here today to do a quick, I guess somewhat of a quick share. I purchased something on the application Letgo. For those of you that don't know what the Letgo app is, it's an application that you download to your phone, and people will post things that are for sale. And in the search area, you can put more or less what you're looking for. And I have been trying to find, cheap and affordable, kind of not die cutting machine, but like, one of those machines that kind of cuts those shapes out for you, like the Cameo or any of those, silhouettes, Cricuts, whatever, whichever ones you're looking for. So you can pretty much kind of put the search terms for what you're looking for. And I found one. Actually, within a couple days, luckily enough, somebody posted up one very close to where I live, and I found the machine. Now, I'm going to speak about the good, and I'm going to speak about the bad. Because, yes, the good is that I did find the machine, and I actually found it rather quickly. The person actually had it on, they had it on their listing for about 3 weeks, and I saw it from the moment that they posted it, but I didn't jump at it. Because they wanted, they were asking for $100 for it, which I think at the end of the day was still a pretty good price for it, but they were asking for $100 for it, and they said firm in the, in the description area, and I didn't have the $100 to give up for a machine. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a need, it was more of a want, so I was like, I'll just, I'll let it go. So I let it go for like 3 weeks, and I just kept bumping into it, and then on a fateful day, I decided, you know what, let me give her, let me give her a price, because it was recommended to me by Mom to create that, she's like, just throw her a price and see what happens. So I was like, you know what, let me do it. So I did it, and I gave her a price of $50. Initially, she said no. She said no, 75. And I told her, I was like, all right, no problem then, good luck and, have a blessed day, whatever, and I'll let it go, I'll let it pass. The next morning, I woke up, and as I'm doing my day, my daily errands, I get a message, and it says, you know what, I'll do the 50. I said, what? Oh my goodness. And I still think that it's a steal, even though the machine that I'm going to share with you guys is a little bit of an older machine. It's not part of their new family of machines, but I got myself a Cricut. It's a Cricut Expression2, which I did do some, debating, and it came with the booklet, the instructions, projects, and all kinds of fun stuff to do. And this is for both, I guess, the Expressions1 and the Expressions2. But you could do all kinds of fun projects. A lot of you guys are probably very familiar with these machines. So I was super, super excited initially when I got it. I was super, super excited. From what I read online, I got a lot of kind of mixed reviews. But the machine itself was brand new, you guys. Like, this lady purchased it, I think back in 2012, because she actually included the purchase receipt. So she purchased it back in 2012, you guys, and the machine was brand new. I mean, it still had the tape, it still had the cardboard inside of the machine. So she literally never used it. And I'm going to share with you guys. This is a heck of a machine, you guys. This thing is humongous. And this is my new machine. I have it unplugged right now. This is my new machine, and it's the Cricut Expressions2. Now, granted, I know that this is kind of turning into, I guess, somewhat of an ancient technology, and I didn't realize that when I first purchased it, because I guess I didn't do enough research as I should have. But it's a really cool machine overall, and like I said, I did get it kind of brand new. She just had it in some kind of storage, so the box itself was a little ugh, but the machine itself was brand new. I mean, completely brand new. It came with 2 sets of this, so I also have these in blue. I also got these in blue, and for $50 I got this, the machine. It already comes with 2 pre-installed cartridges in the system itself. This was an HSN, I guess, bundle deal at, back in 2012. It also came with I'll leave that in there. I'll just show you guys the box. It also came, this is the one that's originally installed, so it's got Cricut Alphabet, which got like all these kinds of cute alphabets. It's also got like little animals, birdies, gifts, and all different kinds of things. So it came with this book and Cricut Essentials, which is just like basic shapes. And I'm going to explain to you guys the situation that I had. Maybe some of you guys are familiar with this issue. And then I also got this. This is what she included in it. So for $50, I got this one as a bonus. And then it came already with 2 pre-installed. So, I mean, I have the ability to create some things as of right now. But this is like how can I say? This is like an awesome thing, and then it's like a little bit of a nightmare all at the same time. And I'm going to tell you guys why. My transaction went smoothly. The lady that I dealt with was an older lady, and everything was, everything went smoothly. So I was happy for that. No horror story on that part of the situation. My horror story kind of comes in when I get the machine home and I get ready to install it. So many of you might be aware, maybe many of you might not. So with the Cricut Expression2, as well as some of their older machines, they have a software that you can install on your computer that is called Craftroom. I have a Windows 10 on my laptop, and I couldn't get that program to install for the life of me. That program allows you to adjust the images as well as merge them together to create a whole new shape. So I'm very computer savvy. Most of you guys know that. Some of you that don't, well, now you do. I'm very computer savvy. I know about coding and all of that stuff. I know how to get into all different kinds of things and do all kinds of things with a computer. But for the life of me, I couldn't get that program to work no matter what I did. So I ended up spending like 2 days on technical support through Cricut, and they just kept telling me to do the same things that I had already done before they even told me to do it. So I was very frustrated. But eventually I was able to have somebody remote access my computer. So this is what I'm going to tell you guys. If you end up purchasing by any chance, be it that you find it in Goodwill or any of those thrifty kind of places, or maybe somebody gives it to you, and you're having an issue with installing the software, call them and they will remote access your computer and make the program work. Because what happens is that there are files that they do not include in the install when you download it off of their website. These are secret files, I'm going to call them, because otherwise they will be part of the program. And they had to end up putting all these different files into my computer to actually make it work. And it had nothing to do with the fact that it was a Windows 10, because I did try the program on other versions like Windows 7. And there's also something that is called compatibility mode when you install a program. So you can make a program run in a compatibility mode to an older, operating system. So you have that option. And so I did try all of those things prior to doing that. Even they tried it and it didn't work. So it wasn't that. So they imported all of these softwares into my computer and adjusted the program. They changed it somehow, and then they got it to work. So I was super, super excited. This is one of the things that I was able to, this is one of the basic shapes that they have on there, and I was able to cut this out. And this is really what I wanted this machine for, is pretty much to cut these types of things out. Now here comes the nightmare, and the part that I'm a little bit confused about right now as it stands. Coming in July, the software that I so desperately fought to get into my computer is going to become pretty much null and void. As far as what I understand, maybe I'm understanding it wrong, but it seems like you won't be able to use the software. I'm stuck between either I won't be able to use the software or I won't be able to use the digital content through the software, because I guess as they're moving forward in their journey with the machines, this program will no longer work. It will be obsolete. And they definitely won't be providing any technical support for any issues that you might have moving forward. So this machine is going to become solely cartridge based. So, anything that you purchase for this machine is going to get transferred over to their other studio, which is Design Studio, which actually does not allow you to, is not compatible with any of the Expression machines or any of the older machines. So right now what they're saying is that they'll give you like $75 off or something like that, so that you can go ahead and purchase a new machine, which I don't want to do because I don't have the money to invest in that. So I'm pretty much going to be stuck either buying cartridges or something of that nature. Now here's a funny story. I found through my research online, I found some places that you can share cut files. And what cut files are is pretty much everything is already designed. Somebody else already designed it, you know, something that they had already, you know, came up with, and they share their files, their cut files. And I was like, oh my God, I can cut all of these shapes out. Like, this is gonna be so cool. I don't even have to worry about cartridges. Yeah, okay. So when I downloaded all of these share files, right? And when I went to go, you know, process them to be cut out, the machine tells me, you need this cartridge, you need that cartridge. I was like, no. I listen, you guys, I almost started crying. I was so upset. I spent like all morning downloading all of these cut files, and none of them are gonna work. So yes. So if anybody out there, and this is gonna go into my second thing, if anybody out knows where I can purchase relatively inexpensive cartridges, this machine takes all of the different cartridges. I believe it takes all of them. That's what it says. It takes all of them. Um, and I know that moving forward, Cricut is gonna make cartridges kind of obsolete. They're also gonna be removing that as they move into more of a digital era. So I did purchase one online. I'm having a nightmare with the other one that I purchased. That's a different story for a different day. That'll be coming soon. But if anybody's got some tips, tricks, or anything like that from personal experiences, maybe they've had this machine before, um, or maybe they even have cartridges that they no longer want and want to get rid of, or anything of that nature. Um, I would love to hear from you. Give me any feedback. That would be awesome. I am completely new to this whole machine, you know, cutting process and everything like that. I'm learning how to work it. I think I got it somewhat relatively, you know, well, but obviously there's still a wealth of knowledge out there from the experienced users. So, yes, you guys, I wanted to share that with you guys, and just let you know moving forward, if you find yourself one of these machines, I don't want to tell you to pass up on it unless the deal is super amazing and you have access to a whole bunch of cartridges. Then by all means go for it. Um, because I know that like they have these softwares like Shortcut and Cut a Lot or something of that nature. These are like third-party softwares that allow you to cut through their programs and stuff like that, so you can actually create your own designs. Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to create my own designs, and I guess I was reading very old posts when I read that it could be done. Um, and now to come to find out that no, I can't do it, like I was just like, oh man. If I would have known that beforehand, I probably would not have invested in the machine, because now it's gonna become, you know, somewhat of an expensive project moving forward. One that I know at the end of the day the investment will come out good, because I will be able to get a lot of use for it, and as long as I can use that software, which I'm hoping, I'm gonna have to communicate with them about that and find out exactly what do they mean by the program is ending on July 15, I believe it is, of this year. I have to find out exactly what does that mean, if the program is going to become obsolete even if I have it installed already on my computer, or what the heck is going on. Because that program is really what allows you to take these cartridges to the next level. It allows you to merge the pictures and weld them, is what they call it. They weld the images, so you can turn a heart and a square into something completely different just by putting these two images one on top of the other. And that will, you know, expand my possibilities. It would allow me to create even more intricate designs moving forward. And yeah, so this is kind of like yay, and then it's like, oh no, all wrapped up in the same story. But I wanted to share that with you guys because, like I said, maybe some of you guys have experience with the Expressions2 or any of the older machines, and maybe you guys can provide me with, you know, little tidbits of your knowledge, or maybe point me in the right directions as far as, you know, maybe purchasing or obtaining, you know, some cartridges. uh, and yes, you guys. So I will catch you on the next one, and I really do appreciate any feedback from you all. Have a great day. Bye.